Well, good morning, good people. Mark Holmes here at the Red Brick House. And, one of the things I love about being in the valley is it doesn't matter how hot it gets during the day, at night it gets cool. It's about 66 degrees. It's about 7:30 in the morning, and there's a chill in the air. It's going to go up to 90 during the day, but in the morning it starts out so clear, crisp, and it's just wonderful. So we're working on getting the occupancy taken care of, and I'm working on getting some of the stuff cleaned up and stuff here. I made a mess and all that, but we're going to get the railings for the deck over here and start getting those put in. Um, that's one of the things that we need to have done for the occupancy. We've actually got over here, I've cut out yesterday the balusters for the other side. You'll remember that there used to be a wall on the other side, so there was no railing. So we're having to fabricate it. So my wonderful bride is here painting all of these balusters. I just finished sanding. So that's another one of those tasks that we'll be doing over the weekend as well. Over in here, this was drywall. The drywall had been splitting and cracking and just coming apart. So I've gone through, I've spackled it. I need to sand that and finish getting that squared away. Last night we got, I did some of the spackling, excuse me, some of the plaster up here, getting the first coat on there. So we're gonna wet down the walls this morning so we can continue plastering throughout today. Although today is Dallas Cowboys play today. So 5 o'clock, I'm gonna be watching and live streaming during the game. And here I've got some places where I need to sand that, we had some spots, we changed some light fixtures and stuff. Over in there, we found out we had drywall guys missed one of the plugs, so we'll sand and paint all that stuff. So now is the process of actually not only getting everything done for the occupancy, but also to start finishing off some of the detail work. I've actually got the doors here. I think I'm going to let my wife, I'll probably let her paint. I think she's going to paint this. All right. I'm not sure how she's painting this one, but we'll let her paint that before I put the door back up on there. But we'll start getting the doors in place. This is actually the wood for the door frames for these. We'll get those put in place and do things like sand up here and caulk the top and get the ceiling white painted. The little finishing touches that'll make it look good, but just haven't been done yet. Upstairs, again, another one of those things that I need to do that we'll need for the occupancy. I've gone through and I got stain on the walls, so we're going to repaint that. But you can see we got the railing up here. We're going to go ahead. This is where all the balusters are going to go, right there. But we're going to be getting those varnished. They look, this, I tell you what, I've already used to grabbing a hold and using this thing. This thing is a lifesaver right now. But we'll be getting varnish and stuff put on those. And I want to test out. This is what I did last night. I tried using some wood chips and stuff in here to see how it feels. But we're going to sand all this out. So when we put the balusters in here, we won't have to worry about sanding this later. So that'll be another piece that'll be key. So we got a lot of good things that we're going to be doing here at the house, and it'll be good to do the sanding before it gets hot, so we're not getting it sucked into the heating and air conditioning system. Another thing that's we're going to start working on too is getting our pieces done up here for boxing in the insulation. We'll get some 1x. We'll get a 1x4 to come across. We'll get a 1x4 to come down, and then we'll get a 1x8 to go across. So that way it'll end up giving us kind of like a Z. And later on, if we want to, we could put like a small crown molding on it. So I think that that'll give us a nice little detail. All right, good people, we're going to go ahead and get started. And I might do a little sample piece of what we're going to do in here. It might be cool to have the piece that comes down white, have the piece across the top stained to match the rest of it. So that way you've got the detail going around, that if you do put a crown molding, you can have it white to meet the stained wood. Yeah, creating more work for myself. There you go. All right, it's time to get to it.